Happy Tuesday training! It's Tuesday. That means yet another amazing training topic is coming your way. I hope you guys are having a great start to your week. We are going into the final stretch of January, and I want to make sure, I know that you've probably seen it in other pages or been reading it on the workstation, but I want to make sure that you guys are not letting January go by without making sure that you hit on a couple of things. We are going to get into the training focus here in just a moment, and that is going to be all about the host kits. So, all right, but first, January. Okay, it is the very, very, very last month of our fall and winter catalog. So be reminding your customers that almost everything in this catalog is 10% off. Awesome. Second of all, that you are paying attention to the discontinued list of the scents that are being discontinued. Okay, that is a big thing for a lot of our customers, especially the ones who have some pretty good favorites, right? And we've got some pretty darn good favorites. For example, one, I think I've used this in probably every example, but just because it's so near and dear to my heart, is Winterberry Apple Tea. You guys, this is one of my all-time favorite scents, and I truly love it all year round. For me, it is not just a fall winter scent, right? A lot of these other scents I can go without. Okay, here's hoping, fingers crossed, it'll be back next fall and winter. I'm cool. But Winterberry Apple Tea is one of those that I'm just like, no, I will not take the chance. I'm not going to allow it to happen. And I'm going to make sure I am getting my scent. So I keep Winterberry Apple Tea in my Scentsy Club all year round. Last year, what I did with Scentsy Club is I actually pulled out my winter scents because they were back in the catalog and they were available. Here's what happened. I forgot to add a lot of them back in. So, learning from my own mistake from last year, excuse me, is that I was not going to remove them from my club. So, Winterberry Apple Tea has been in there the whole ding time, and that's awesome. So, I'm keeping it in there. I can't go without it. But you need to be checking in on your customers because it's heavy on my heart. It's heavy on my heart. Yes, it's such a good one, right? Honestly, I could warm it all year round, and I do warm it all year round. So there's that. So until they come out with a always get my pod or always get my Scentsy soak or whatever, right? All I can do is always get my bar. So I make sure that the scents that I want, I'm getting, and you need to make sure that you're doing that for your customers. So one of the ways that you can do that is to go into your workstation, click on the order tab, go to the history. You can use the filters, and then you can just type in the scents that are retiring. What that will do is that will pull up any orders that scent was in. So anybody who ordered that scent, it's going to pop up, and then that gives you the perfect opportunity to follow up with your customers. So one of the ways that I want you guys to really pay attention when you're following up is it's a really, really easy way to do a follow-up by just doing a blanket post on social media and saying, oh no, I told my customers. I totally did. I let them know. I put out a couple of posts about it. Do we all know the algorithm and how bad it sucks, right? Just because that we're making posts on Facebook or Instagram does not mean that every single person, A, is seeing what we're putting out there, and B, is maybe necessarily even paying attention, right? Because for some people, they're not checking their social media maybe as much as we possibly are, right? Because for us, it's kind of part of our business. If not, it should be part of our business, right? To really be checking in on our social media. But for our customers, they don't have the same urgency to do that. So as they're scrolling through the feed, if they're not making sure that they're, you know how the algorithm works, right? If they're not liking your post, or if you're not interacting with theirs, yours may get lost in the shuffle. So by just being able to say, no, I put a post out on Facebook, or I posted that in my VIP group, you cannot make sure that that's guaranteeing that every one of your customers is seeing that. It's just not going to happen. So in order to avoid that, here is my suggestion. Do one-to-one follow-ups. Plain and simple. One-to-one follow-ups. So whether or not you're using Hit Me Up, right? You can use that app if that's what you do. Project Broadcast, if that's what you do. If you're like me and you use Amy, use that, right? If not, then hello. You don't have to even have an app to do it. Again, use your workstation. You have access to your workstation regardless if you have your website subscription or not, which I hope you have your website subscription, but that's a story for a different day. But you always have access to your workstation. So you can go through there and, like I said, just reach out from there directly. You can use the communication tab. That will help you to email out very easily. You can get the information, save it. What I do is I actually export my customer info into an Excel document, and then I work from Excel, specifically when I'm doing like those one-to-one reach outs, which is what I'm really focusing on right now. I might try and do a video to show you guys how I do that. I feel like I'm running out of time. I should have probably thought about that sooner, but hindsight's 2020, right? Oh, okay. So, yeah, Amy, I love Amy. I honestly do. And it is the follow-up system that has just honestly worked for me, as long as I'm working it. That's the caveat too, right? And you guys, if you saw my post last night, I shared with you what I'm trying to make sure that I'm being consistent with is sharing with you guys how I'm working my business. So really showing you guys how I'm working my business every day. And so my post from yesterday was about Amy, because yeah, I mean, I get busy. I have things that are coming up, or I might be working on different projects. Like right now, I'm still trying to get all my sticker sheets done and all this stuff to go out for the new catalogs, right? And so my Amy, it's been on my to-do list, but it's one of those things like, oh, I didn't get to it today. I'm going to push it to tomorrow. Oh, I didn't get to it today again, pushing it to tomorrow. And yesterday I was just at the point to where it was like, no, I'm getting it done today. So I stayed out till about 12:30 last night, making sure that I completed all of my Amy follow-ups, and got those done because it was just weighing too heavy on me. It just was. So make sure that you are reaching out to your customers, like I said, in that one-to-one fashion. Not only that, but it also really makes a difference with your customers. They love being able to know that you are thinking of them. Now, I will also tell you there's no expiration date, and I think I put that in my post last night. I don't know. It was a little late, but there is no expiration date to, oh gosh, I forgot to follow up with so-and-so, and they ordered back in September. I don't care. Follow up with them and thank them now. It does not matter. There's no expiration date on that. So I was contacting people yesterday that was popping up in my Amy to-dos that they haven't ordered in the last 2 years, or there was a couple, it's been like 3 or 4 years that they haven't ordered. But I was still doing those follow-ups, touching base, right? Hey, I know it's been a while since we last talked. I'm just letting you know, if you're ready to get your house smelling great again, I am here for you. This is the last month of our catalog. We've got a great 10% off sale going on right now, and I want to make sure that you're getting the scents that you want. Plus, of course, I was dropping teaser hints about hold on, I'm getting to that too, about Scentsy Club and the new changes to Scentsy Club. So I was doing all of that. So even though it'd been years, I'm still following up with those people. Now, will all of them order? Probably not, right? But I will tell you that just as of today, this morning, I've already gotten 2 responses back from customers who it's been at least a year or more that they ordered. One was a little over a year, and one was like right at the 2-year mark, I think, since they ordered. But they responded back. They were like, oh my gosh, I'd seen a couple of things about Scentsy, and I'd love a copy of the new catalog, and if you have any samples. Awesome, great, right? So I'm now putting them into my happy mail and getting them onto my list to get them some information out. So just goes to show that yes, those do happen. We also have Bring Back My Bar still going on. Believe it or not, it's still January. I don't know about you guys, but I just feel like it's been, this month has, normally it's like I blink and the month is gone. This month it just feels like it's, why is this feeling like the longest month in the year for me? I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But Bring Back My Bar is still going on this month. So making sure, again, your customers know about that. Another great way is if you've been a consultant for a little while, again, you can use the order section of your workstation. Search for those Bring Back My Bar scents. See if you have previous customers. Reaching out to them in that one-to-one capacity, sending them a quick text, an email, a message on Facebook, whatever, you know, hey, remember I see that you loved Thunderstorm and I wanted you to know it is back right now and this is your opportunity to snag it and stock up, or you can add it to a Scentsy club and always get your bar. So throwing those in there as well. So that worked into part of my Amy follow-ups too when I was doing those yesterday. Follow-ups is just something in your business that once you figure out the system or the method that works for you, you need to stick with it. I've said it 100 times, but I have literally tried every single way to follow up. I've tried writing it down in notebooks. I've tried keeping trackers. I've tried little index cards. I've tried using the Square inventory system to do that. I've used Excel spreadsheets. I also use Trello. I still use Trello, but not really for follow-up per se. But all of those things that I've tried, Amy just is the one that just, it's tried and true for me. It just works. So as many times as I've been like, oh, let me try something new, I always come back to Amy. It's just there and it works the best for me. Hey, Roxy. So that way I can actually be doing follow-ups no matter where I am. No matter where I am. I don't have to dig too far into it because Amy syncs with our workstation. It's fantastic. So that's what we've got going on in January. I know it's a lot. So take a minute, and after this video, I want you to maybe sit down, or later on today, whatever, sit down for 5 minutes, maybe 10, and just sit down with a sheet of paper or your favorite notebook and write down, what do I want to accomplish by the end of the month? Give yourself a little bit of a goal to work on, right? Now, if you're still working on getting paid a title, then you need to make sure that you're at least at 500 PRV, right? Because we know as leaders, when you're a lead consultant or above, you need a minimum of 500 PRV in order to be paid a title. So if you're not yet at 500, you need to be figuring out, what can I do to get those sales in, right? So that, a lot of that is probably going to come from follow-ups, right? Getting them, getting your customers up to date, knowing what's going away, knowing what Bring Back My Bars are here, and letting them know that a 6-pack of wax is the best way to go because it's the best way to save money right now. Because this month it is on sale for 10% off. That's how you're going to be able to save them the most money. So that's a great way to open up that conversation. Hey, I know that you love these scents, whatever, right? Or I know it might be time for a wax refill for you. Get that house smelling great. Here's a great way for you to save instantly, is to get a 6-pack because it's only $27 this month, right? And using that as a way to let them know that you're there to help them get the wax that they want and get it at a discount. So, all right, so we got Bring Back My Bar. We got the January catalog. We've got the transition stuff going away. We also have our warmer and scent of the month that is still available. So the Better Together warmer is available discounted, and the Scent Sun Ripened Berry, which, by the way, if you have not warmed that yet or smelled it, oh, first of all, it's fantastic. I love it. It's fruity. It's happy. It makes me smile. But second of all, it has that magical berry power. Have you guys heard of the Scentsy hack of you know the dishes in your warmers, right? How sometimes they can get a little ucky on the bottoms, right? That just simply comes from some of the essential oils that go into our waxes. Some of them are heavier than others, if that makes sense at all. So those are the ones that tend to leave a little bit of residue in the bottom of our dishes when we're changing our wax. Now, one way that I have found that works wonders to get rid of that gunk in the bottom of my dishes is to use just like a couple squirts of counter clean. I let it soak for like about a minute, and then I take a magic eraser, wipe it out, and I have a perfectly clean dish. That's like my tried and true hack of getting those clean. But a lot of people were saying that black raspberry vanilla, the scent black raspberry vanilla, actually worked really well in kind of pulling up that residue on their dishes. So I did try that method. It did work a little bit for me, but I was so surprised that when I went to warm sun ripened berry, I put it in a lot of my warmers. I kind of filled the house with it because first of all, I wanted to get a good idea of what it smelled like warmed when I first got it. And when I went to go change out my wax, I found that when I was pouring it into the trash and then wiping it clean with my paper towel, that all that residue was coming right up. And I was like, oh my goodness, there's some magical berry power happening in sun ripened berry. So for those of you who maybe you haven't warmed it yet, or maybe you've got some dishes with some gunk on the bottom, try warming sun ripened berry. Trust me about this. I don't know what it is, but hey Stephanie, how are you? So that is just a little trick from me to you. All right, so let's get into our topic focus, and that is never let a party close without adding a host kit. So you guys know that the best way to grow your business is to be sponsoring. And one of the easiest ways to sponsor new team members is by utilizing the host kit that Scentsy gives us. Every single month we have this made available to us, you guys. So if you have customers who are like, hey, let me know if you have a join special, or if you've asked them about the opportunity and they're like, oh, no, but if you ever have a special about joining, let me know. Hey, we always have a join special. Always, 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 every single month, because this is how it works. As soon as you have a party that is 200 or more in PRV, it instantly unlocks the host exclusive starter kit. That happens to be the best way to be able to offer someone the opportunity to join without that $99 price point. Now, for a lot of our people who are joining, $99, it might be a little too much out of their comfort zone, right? So that's another reason why the host kit is so great, because that host kit, when you unlock it, it starts at that $59 price point. That's without using any host rewards or applying anything to it. It's just $59 unlocked and they can join. What you can do is you can use the product credit from that qualifying party and apply that to the $59 price. So for a 200 PRV party, let's just say it's straight $200, that would give them $20 in product credit because, okay, if you want to know how I'm figuring and doing all this really fancy math, it's not really fancy. What it is just honestly the host rewards, right? That's what it is. They get 10% off in product credit, and so that makes it $20 in product credit. They take the $20, apply that to the $59 host kit price, and that brings it down to $39, which for a lot of people might be a lot easier for them to say yes at that point to joining and giving it a try. So, oh yes, so that's a really great way and a really great opportunity to be able to be having those sponsoring conversations. We want to be sponsoring and building a wide front line. And here's the reason why. Plain and simple, you guys. If you are working this business as a business, whether this is a side hustle for you to create that side income, to have that part-time income, or to get to the point where this is your full-time income, then listen up, because you need to be sponsoring. You need to be sponsoring. You need to be bringing in new people to your team. You need to be adding them in. First of all, it's going to help you in getting to promotions. You're going to be able to instantly have this network of people that you can work with, right? Who doesn't want to work with other people? Be doing this together, right? And this is the way that you're going to find that building your business is going to be paying off for you, because having that wide front line is important. This is because not every single person who joins Scentsy or signs up for Scentsy is really in this to make it a business income, whether that's a side hustle income or whether it's a full-time income. They may just be doing it because they just like wax and warmers, and they just want a hobby, or they just want to be able to get their Scentsy when they want it, right? So for not everybody, those are the reasons why they're joining. So for those of us working this as a business, when we're looking to be paid a title each and every month, there may or may not be people who are working it like we are. So we need to be sponsoring more to be able to have more people that are either going to make the decision to work this as a business, or they're going to be already self-motivated because they've got goals and they've got dreams and they've got things that they want out of this business. You guys, this business gives me so many opportunities that I can't even count. That's the reason why I work it from home. I'm able to stay at home and work this business. I never ever thought that when I clicked that join button that this is what I would be doing today. Never did I think I would. But here I am. I'm living the dream that people think about, right? And I remember those days of sitting in that cubicle at work and thinking, gosh, I wish I was one of those people who could just like do Scentsy full time. Here I am. It's happening. And this can happen for you too. It doesn't happen overnight. It doesn't happen by chance. It doesn't happen by luck. It doesn't happen because you crossed your fingers and your toes. It happens because you are committed to working your business. I can't commit to working your business for you. I can commit to cheering you on. I can commit to helping you. I can commit to standing here and sitting here every single week and giving you tips and ways and training on how to do your business, but I can't do it for you. I can't come motivate you every day. I can't wake you up and be like, come on, it's time to work your business today. Let's do some follow-ups. All I can do is show you the staircase. You're the one who can climb it. So you have to take that initiative. So sit down, write out your goals for the year. Those of you who haven't done your goals yet, you know who you are, but I know a bunch of you already have, and a bunch of you have already been sharing them with me, and I love seeing your goals. So if you want to share it with me, send it to me. I don't care how you send it to me. Text it to me, message me. Send a pigeon, whatever you got to do, but send me your goals. I am here to cheer you on. I am here to help you get those goals and make them a reality. But I can't wish it to happen. And I can't wish for you to start working your business. You have to do it. You have to make the decision. You have to make the commitment, not to me, not to your sponsor, not to your director, not to Scentsy, not to your spouse, but to yourself. Because at the end of the day, it's you against you, my friend. You against you. There is room for every single one of us in this business to do all the things that we want. To be able to have if you're dreaming of having your first $1,000 paycheck, hashtag see the income disclosure. If you're dreaming of having your first $1,000 paycheck, stop dreaming, start doing. Start putting down goals. Start creating a to-do list for yourself, whether that's every day or every week. If you work a really demanding job, or you've got little ones that just take a lot of your time, and you're like, Jacqui, I've only got 30 minutes a day that I can really commit to this, then fine, use that 30 minutes, but damn it, be intentional with that 30 minutes. So that doesn't mean just logging onto your workstation or pulling up Facebook and going, what should I do today? That means having a goal every single day or having a roadmap every single day of what you're going to do. Write down the top 3 things that you need to be doing that day. And then if you need help figuring out what to be doing, then look at the different pieces of your business: sponsoring, sales, training, retention, duplication, bookings, parties, all these things, right? So take the days of the week, make each day, give it a theme. So that way when you sit down and you're like, I got 30 minutes today, the theme today is sponsoring. Okay, so for 30 minutes, you're going to take time and you're either going to reach out to people who have been shown interest in joining your team, or you're going to reach out to previous customers and offer the opportunity, or you're going to look to see, hey, do I have a party that might be coming up that's at 200 or more that I can then offer up a host kit to? That's what you're going to do. So you're going to give yourself goals. You're going to give yourself a roadmap. Because again, I can only talk about things so much. I can only cheer you on so much. I can't come and make you do it. At the end of the day, it's you against you. Utilize that host kit though. I will tell you that myself, every single time I get to that $200 party, I am reaching out. And here's a revelation that I came to with the host kit, okay? When I first really started diving into utilizing that host kit for sponsoring and using it as a sponsoring tool, because it really is the greatest sponsoring tool we have. And I do apologize for my voice. I know it's really raspy. So I'm so sorry for that. I need to actually go make myself a hot tea with some lemon. But what you need to be doing is you need to be utilizing that. And what I was doing when I first started really being intentional with the host kit is I was doing the thing. I was getting onto Facebook and I was making that blanket post and putting it out there and saying, hey, I got a discounted kit available. Who wants it? And waiting. That's what I like to call going fishing. I was going fishing is what I was doing. I was baiting my line, right? Baiting my line with the, I've got an opportunity for you to join that's less than $99. Casting my line out there and waiting. Now, is that a good use of my time? Not really. Not really. Because let me tell you, I can count on probably one finger how many times that post actually worked for me. No joke. No joke, right? I'm not here to give you sunshine and rainbows all the time. I'm here to give you the truth. And I'm here to tell you that going fishing is not going to help you grow your business. Going fishing is not going to make you an annual mentor. Going fishing is not going to get you 3 new people joining your team this month. Will it work every so often? Probably. The odds are in your favor. They just are. But it should not be the way that you look at sponsoring and utilizing that host kit. So what you have to do, what I learned, was that I can't just go fishing. I needed to be reaching out to people in a one-to-one conversation. And that's what I started doing. So now when I have a party that is getting close to that $200 mark, I already start reaching out to my people who have either already expressed interest, have filled out one of my jot forms, because on my jot forms, I always like to throw in that question of, have you ever thought about joining Scentsy? Have you ever thought about doing what I do? However you word it, right? And so reaching out to those people, following up, letting them know I've got a discounted kit available if they're interested, or I always do have the full starter kit, at that $99 price point. Because don't always assume that people don't want to spend that $99 to get that full-size kit, because they do. I will tell you, out of probably, if I were to go through all of the people that I've sponsored, I would say maybe I would say maybe 1 out of every 5 people that I've sponsored has said, I will take that host exclusive kit at that cheaper price. The majority of the people that I sponsor are usually wanting the full-size kit. Probably because it does come with more, right? Obviously, it's the full-size starter kit, right? Okay, it comes with more. So maybe that's it for them. But maybe they also understand the opportunity and the value in that. Now, that's not to say that everyone or no one wants that host exclusive kit, because they do. Trust me, they do. And it's a really wonderful tool that we have. But that is not the only way for people to join. So don't always assume that they just want the host kit. Always offer all opportunities to the people you're talking to. Don't assume. Just like you should not be assuming when you're thinking about sales with your customers. When you're thinking in your head, oh my gosh, that air purifier that we have, that price point is just insane. Nobody's going to want to spend that kind of money with me. Hello? I don't know about you guys, but air purifiers, oh my God, do you hear my voice right now? Okay, air purifiers, having it in your home is fantastic. It's cleaning out the dust, the pollen, the allergens in the air. We've got an amazing HEPA 13 filter in that thing. It is a true quality product. And you guys, if you go to Target, if you go to any other store, if you look on Amazon, you're going to see other air purifiers that are that price point and more, okay? So people are paying that price. People are okay with paying for something that they find value in or that they want. So don't assume that it's too high of a price point. So we're not going to assume the same thing when it comes to sponsoring. You need to be offering all opportunities and letting them decide which kit is better for them. Because at the end of the day, they're the ones who know the best, not you. Not you. You don't. So you have to be able to let them make that decision. So that was my big revelation, that I couldn't just go fishing. I needed to be reaching out one-to-one. So now I only go fishing maybe once a month now. Maybe once a month. I will cast that line. I will put that blanket post out there. But every other time that I have a host kit that's getting ready to be available, or that I already have available, I am reaching out personally. I am sending text messages. I am sending Facebook messages. I am reaching out and I'm having those conversations. So that's what I encourage you to do. Reach out one-to-one. Don't just go fishing, because fishing isn't going to get you to where you want to be. Fishing is hope, and we all know that hope is not a business plan. Hope is not a business plan. We are not here hoping that we're going to have a business. We are not here hoping that we're going to have a good paycheck this month. We are working for it. We are setting goals. We are showing up for our business. We are showing up for trainings. We are pouring into ourselves. We are spending time on personal development. We are looking at the workstation. We are reading the news articles. We are doing the things. Why? Because that's who we are, and that's how we do things. So put yourself in that different mindset. Boss yourself up. I can boss you up all day long. But at the end of the day, if you don't believe it, you don't believe it. It does not matter what I say. It doesn't matter what shiny things I throw out there. If you don't believe it, it's not happening. So start believing in yourself. Start giving yourself the credit that you deserve, because you are capable of everything that you want. You are worthy of everything that you want in this business. So work at it. That's all you got to do. And for the longest time, you guys, I am celebrating 10 years on January, in 2 days. On January 20th is my 10th year as a Scentsy consultant. 10 years since I clicked that join button. Do you think I gave up? If I gave up, if I stopped pushing for what I wanted in this business, I certainly would not still be here saying, oh my gosh, I'm celebrating 10 years. I will tell you guys, I have been through hard seasons in my business. I have been told so many times that I will never make it. I have been told so many times that, oh, you just think. I had to believe in myself. Nobody else was going to do that for me. So I believed in me. And I realized that nobody else was going to do this for me but me. It's a hard truth, but it is the truth. So believe in yourself. Believe in the fact that you can do anything you set your mind to. Oh, Canva's too hard for me. Take time to learn it. Oh, sponsoring, nobody wants to join my team. Take time to learn how to do it better. Take time to try new things. Take time to have one-to-one conversations. Take time to learn how to get better at it. You are going to find the time for the things that are important to you. And if this business is one of them, then make the time. I worked the full-time job, working 50 hours a week, coming home, and I'm not even joking when I say I would come home after working a really shitty-ass day at work, stressed out to the max, come home, try and work on my Scentsy business, cooking dinner at the same time, watching a YouTube training in the background, and then I would have my work laptop up on the kitchen table because I still had a report that I had to get done before the day was over because I didn't get it done during the day at work. And then taking care of everything for my family and vacuuming the floors and all the things. I spent years doing it that way. I also spent years going through a hellish health journey. You guys, I suffer from endometriosis stage 4, and let me tell you, the endo is no joke. Endo was no joke for me. It still is no joke for me. Now, I have a heck of a lot better days than I do bad days, but let me tell you this, I can't even count how many times I'd work my business from in the fetal position on the floor because I hurt so bad. I'm not telling you that you have to be working every moment of every day. But at the same time, I am telling you that if your dreams are important to you, you will find a way. And you will persevere. And you will get through the hard times. Because on my darkest days, I had me believing in me. So believe in yourself. Trust yourself. And you guys, we have so many opportunities for training. Whether it's YouTube and all of the things on YouTube, whether it's the workstation, whether it's showing up for trainings that we're providing. You have so many opportunities to dial into you and your business. So dial in. Make the commitment and make it happen. Utilize that host kit. And if you need help, if you get to the point to where you're using it and you need help with the steps or how to get through it, you need to be using your resources. That looks like going on to the Facebook groups or reaching out to your sponsor if it's not me, or your upline, and saying, hey, I'm trying to get this host kit done. I need a little bit of help. This is my first time doing it. We are here for you. So let's do it together, and let's start sponsoring. Let's start growing. Let's make 2022 the year of growth. My word for 2022 is evolve. I am evolving this year. I am no longer the Jacqui from 2020 and the Jacqui from 2021. I am evolving into a new version of myself. Somebody who stands up for me, who puts myself first, who says, this is something I want to happen this year. I'm going to put the steps in to make it happen. I'm leveling up. So level up with me. Let's do it together. I want to work with you guys Because with as much passion as I have for this business, trust me, I have enough for every single one of you, if you're willing. So, are you willing? Are you ready? Do you want to evolve this year? You want to make 2022 your year? Then let's do the damn thing. All right, guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye.